everyone in YouTube land. This is Kim with Essential Soap. I just did a video on how to do homemade laundry detergent, so you can check that one out. And this is on how to make a homemade cleanser for your children's toys, counters, microwaves. I've used it on my windows. I think the only thing I've not used it on is like upholstery or carpet, just because I've never tested it. But I've used it everywhere and everything. So today, and I know this says home and garden sprayer, but I just like the way it sprays, and so I bought this, and it's never had never had chemicals in it. I'm going to put this in a bowl to prevent spillage. And I have 24 ounces of water in here, and so you can divide this recipe up according to the size of your container. Today what we're going to need, of course, is and you can repurpose a Windex bottle or any kind of spray bottle, but Windex is perfect. We're going to need some Dawn. And Dawn is the one that they use on animals that get coated with oil during the oil spills. So this is real tolerant, and I know I should be making homemade dishwashing detergent, but I love my Dawn. So anyway, then we're going to need white distilled vinegar, no brown vinegar. And we're going to need baking soda. I picked this up at Walmart, Great Value brand, so I'll let you decide on that. Now, if you like for your spray cleansers to smell, you can put 5 to 10 drops of some type of fragrance. That's too my daughter had. I'm allergic to fragrances. This one's nice. The soapdish.com, I bought some lye from them one time, a long time ago, and they didn't allow you had to order 2 things, not just lye. And I guess that's because of all the drug issues with lye. So anyway, so I picked this up. I can't use fragrance. I'm allergic to it. But fresh linen type fragrance. And I thought, well, if I was ever making something as a gift for someone who could tolerate fragrances, that would be good. And it was really cheap, so I got that. So, 5 to 10 drops. You'll be the judge. Shake and sniff. Because I don't know anything about adding fragrance to this spray, because I've never done it. If you're going to add essential oil, I recommend peppermint. And if anybody out there knows of an excellent essential oil for aiding in smell and cleansing for the pump bottle, please add it to the comments, and everybody look in the comments and see what anybody else has shared their wealth of knowledge with us. But I would recommend peppermint. Peppermint, I'm told, is used in cleaning products, so it's used in everything. But I'm not going to put any peppermint in here today, because I'm going to create a bleach cleanser after we're finished with the base. So the first thing we need is our vinegar. And maybe I won't spill it. I haven't cut my finger off. I cut my finger in the last video. On camera. We are going to use 1, 2.5. Let me finish that one up. Alright, 3. 4, and so you would just cut that down according to your ounces of vinegar. And then I do it like this. Now, this is not an exact recipe. I have seen several recipes. I have seen it with and without. So do this, play with it, and be creative, enjoy yourself. But if I put 4 tablespoons of vinegar, then I put 4 teaspoons of baking powder. Oh, and it foams. I forgot about that. You're supposed to shake. Hang on. The vinegar and the baking soda reacts if you don't swish it around. There we go. See, I told you I needed this bowl. Alright, so it's 1, 2, 3, and 4. And you're supposed to put the baking soda in first, and you don't have the problem with the boil over and, of course, shake and all that good stuff. And this is a wooden spoon. You can use anything you want. You don't have to stir it like I'm doing. You can put the lid on it and shake it up and down. Okay, so I have got 4 tablespoons of vinegar and 4 teaspoons of baking soda. Oh, and just a quickie, if you have a clogged drain, take and dump baking soda right where the clog is. You'll have to get the excess water out for this to work. So, but where your clog is, dump like half a box of baking soda and then pour vinegar on top of it, and it'll go, and the foam will go down the drain and it'll eat up the clog. Awesome stuff. Now, this is something I do. You do not have to do it. Oh, where's my funnel? I put borax in mine. I hope I can get in there. No, I'm going to have to open it up more. And you know that's just going to make it clot up worse. Borax is horrible about clogging up. So, oh, sorry, wrong one. So, I'm going to put 2 teaspoons of borax in there. So if I had just used 2 teaspoons, well, I'm going to try. There we go. 1, 2. It's sort of like it's 4 teaspoons of baking soda to 4 tablespoons of vinegar to 2 teaspoons of borax. And the borax is not required. The baking soda and the vinegar is. Okay. Now, if you use something besides Dawn, that's at your own discretion. But with Dawn, I'm going to show you this. You can do a drop. With a lot of detergents, they're so thin that when you do that, it'll just go everywhere and you'll have a ton. So, if you're not using Dawn, be careful how much you get in here. Because of the fact I'm doing 24, this gets 2 drops. And as I said, this is child toy safe. If anyone disagrees with me because of any ingredient that I have put in here, please add it to the comments. We can haggle about it. Inform everybody of stuff that I didn't know. But I clean children's toys all the time with this. Okay. And this is awesome for microwaves. And I gotta get it. There we go. It cleans countertops. It cleans stoves. It is awesome stuff. I love it. Hello. You will notice a small clip in the video. My battery died, and so I'm going to have to piece the 2 tapes together. This is how, let's see. Yes. Okay, I'm going to take this one step further. I've cleaned everything with this but carpet and upholstery. I know I've already said that. But in the bathroom, there's just a few things that you need a little bleach for. Like, you know, the commode. The bottom of the commode, around the wall, the floor, you know, the seat, all that. I like to have a little bleach cleanser. So, I'm going to take this one step further. And so, this is the base. You saw me put that together with the borax, the baking powder, not baking powder, baking soda and vinegar, and 2 drops of Dawn. just cut that in half, and you have half of that recipe. And this is not exact science. You can play with this. You can try putting more borax. You can try not putting the borax in. You can add, you can add more and less, more vinegar. Play with it. Make it your own. Okay, so I want 1 part bleach to 9 parts water. So I just wanted to show you how to do that. So there is 24 ounces in my bottle, and I want that to be and there is 2 tablespoons roughly in an ounce. So I'm going to take 2 times 24, and that gives us 48. That's 48 tablespoons. Okay, now I'm going to divide that by 10, and that comes up to 4.8. So I roughly put about 5 tablespoons of bleach in here. And you just want to, and because my battery died, I've already done this and didn't know you weren't looking. So you just, take this back off, and you put your funnel in there, and do this in the sink or in a bowl, and then you just pour, I'm going to pour 4.8 or 5 tablespoons of bleach, which I have already done in here. And if you don't like my math, that would be an awesome reason to give me a comment, and we could discuss a better way to do that. But that's the way I do it. I love comments. So anyway, this would now be a bleach cleanser. And don't buy 2 containers that look exactly alike. This one here has the pretty flowers on it, and it has bleach in it in the house. Everybody knows. You can take one of those Sharpies and write bleach on it, but it will fade away over time, and it doesn't take that long on a cleanser bottle. And so I have another container that looks nothing like this one that has non-bleach cleanser in it. Same cleanser in it except for the bleach. So if you want it without bleach, you just do everything I did, but don't put the bleach in there. If you want it stronger or less strong on the bleach, if you want, let's say you want it, you want 2 parts bleach to 20 parts, to 18 parts of water, you divide it by 20, and that will tell you how much bleach you put in there. So, and if you want it stronger, same thing. But for a spray cleanser bleach, I think this is strong enough. If you want a little bit more, that's up to you. When you spray it out, you've got those fumes coming up in your face. So I think that's strong enough. I think you could go weaker, but I wouldn't go any stronger. So, okay. So now I have done how to make homemade soft scrub. And I use that a lot in my bathroom. But there's a few places you need a little bleach. And then I have done a video on how to make homemade laundry detergent, and now I have done how to make homemade cleanser, bleach or without, and now I'm fixing to clean up here and sort out and get ready to make how to make homemade dishwasher detergent. And so that's next, so check the channel for it if you'd like to see it. Alright, you have a great day. This is Kim in Essential Soap.